wasn't that absolutely amazing what this little thing can do? Well, let's move on to another little thing, the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360. A new Samsung Galaxy Book launched in India after 8 years. Thinness and lightness of the design was clear to us, and as soon as we unboxed it, we said this is dramatically different because, you know, 2-in-1 laptops and hybrids are usually a little chunky, a little blocky. This is beautiful. Weighs just a little over a kilo, 11 mm thick, and despite that small chassis, there's a lot of ports and a lot of performance.
It's been a few years since we last saw a laptop from Samsung. After 8 whole years, Samsung launched their new Galaxy Book 2 lineup in India, and today we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360. A mouthful of a name well matched with the list of things that it is good at. But what are those things? Where does it perform the best? Where does it suffer? We'll get to the end of all of this within the next few minutes, and that is a promise. Alright, the first thing that was plenty clear to us when we unboxed the product was just how light and thin this device is. It weighs a tiny bit more than a kilo. It is just 11.05 millimeters thick. That's just a few millimeters thicker than the Galaxy S22. It has a 13.3-inch screen, but the chassis easily makes it look even smaller. It will easily find its way into your bag and you won't feel a thing. The hinges are solid, and they have to be, as the display can be flipped over completely to be used as a tablet, as the 360 in the name would indicate. So the low weight and small chassis come especially handy for its use as a tablet. Despite the small chassis and slim design, the user will not feel the I/O on the laptop is lacking. Well, all except one port. There is a USB-C port, audio jack and micro SD card reader on the right side, a Thunderbolt 4 USB-C port and another USB-C port on the left side, no USB-A ports. And since the USB-C ports are on both sides, the user can charge the laptop through either side, which is a comfort hard to move on from. Flipping open the laptop, the classic chiclet style keyboard is waiting for us. While the travel is not much, the response is quick, fast, and something that the user will need some time to adjust to. The trackpad underneath has a very decent size for the size of the entire chassis. It is smooth to the touch and works great. The power button up in the corner doubles as a fingerprint scanner for security. On the other side of the hinge is a Super AMOLED LED display with the signature deep blacks and amazing contrast levels. The content on it looks amazing. It's perfectly usable in any condition given how bright it can get, but what it lacks, sadly, even at this price, is a display that is as sharp as the other laptops it competes with. The Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360 comes with only a Full HD display, which is far behind even the MacBook Air, which has a Quad HD display. With that, it's also a touch-enabled panel that MacBook Air does not have, so if that is a priority, this laptop will seem like the better option. As for video calls, the camera above the screen is a 1080p one with a wide field of view. It can keep the user centered through software if needed. It is not exceptional in its quality by any means, but it does the job when you need it. Coming to the power under the hood, our unit came with the Intel 12th Gen i7 1260p processor, Intel Xe graphics, 16GB RAM and 512GB of storage, which is base storage for every variant. With performance, it blazed past fast. It is super smooth with opening apps and big files, handles multiple tasks like a champ. Too many tabs on Chrome? No problem. Notion in the background? No problem. Playing a 4K clip on the side? No problem. Spotify? No problem. Everything is smooth and fast as it should be. Editing photos is a treat. Editing videos is only possible if it is light, and it works very well and cohesively with many of Samsung's own apps which you find on the phones and tablets. As for the battery, things look much better than expected. We regularly got 10 to 12 hours of use out of it, which is more than amazing for a laptop with an Intel processor. So now we know what it is good with, where it falters a little. But the most important question is this: who is this laptop meant for? For the people who want a Windows-based 2-in-1 laptop, half a terabyte of storage at minimum, a slim and lightweight designed reliable battery life, and a bright and contrasty display. If you want even better battery life with more power and a sharper display, the M1 MacBook Pro might be better. But if the other stated factors are more important, the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360 will be the better choice at the price of 99,990 rupees.